How's it going, guys? Chris back here again with some more Historic Brawl. Now today, we are going to check out a blue-green Proliferate deck. And the reason for that is Darksteel Reactor. Um, Darksteel Reactor is one of those cards that came to Arena a while ago. It's a deck concept that's been sitting in the Ideals bin for like roughly a year and a half at this point. But with the new Phyrexian sets and some of the more recent Enchanting Tale enchantments, we now have a couple different ways to easily increase the rate at counters go on it and to proliferate to add more counters. So as a result, I think the deck has reached a point where it could be pretty viable. Like I say that there's probably a way to finagle artifacts in a way where it would already be somewhat decent, but what am I doing? I think we're just playing this and then playing our commander or something. This deck is a ramp heavy deck, and that's really all it's trying to do. I'd say it Darksteel Citadels or Darksteel Reactor and ramps. Up to 5 mana. I think we just play our Beast Whisper as a 4/5. We're looking for a Wrath. I don't think it's gonna work out. I think we're just gonna get overran, unfortunately. It's a bad way to start off, but unfortunately not in our hands at the moment. Go, Commander. Ouch. You're just dead. That was brutally quick. That's another problem with some of the older deck concepts. Their viability is not as viable as when the ideals were put to paper, right? Back when Darksteel Reactor first came to the format, like we had some fairly competitive decks, but we didn't have the speed of the format wasn't quite there yet. Although we have picked up more Wraths since last time, although this deck is we're only really running the best Wrath because we need to have a reliable source of proliferate. So we run smaller spot removal type effects that happen to tack on a proliferate or card draw to help us power into our board wipes, but just didn't see any. Didn't see any. Our opponent got off too quick. I say that like 4 creatures by turn 5 isn't that quick. Like it's a reasonable pace. We're really looking to get to an opponent who doesn't want to do anything for a long time. That would be our ideal opponent if we could choose. I actually think we're gonna skip the Intis Restoration, because if we can get a 4-power creature, it's just so powerful. It's a Harrow that turns into triple ramp under the right circumstances, which is a bit insane. Our Thrumming Bird will have to block. He's a Proliferate commander too, isn't he? Or a commander that... Yeah, he is a Proliferate commander. His ability only triggers on Proliferates. I'm running out of creatures. And if I don't have a 4-drop, this is going to be awkward. Well, I don't get a choice in the matter. I guess it's already kind of awkward. Oh, it's because his Kanta is legendary. Like, how were we able to cast his Kanta? Yeah, bad, bad, bad. We're nearly dead already. This is rough. Do I want that? No, not really. I guess we play our commander. Decline. And die? Any amount of poison will kill us now. Any amount of proliferate will kill us. Yeah, I'll block there, opponent, if it's an option. They can't not have it. I would be utterly flabbergasted. This is a good time to learn if I have a 4-drop in the deck. I think I do, but I don't know. I might, but I might not. I do. I had a couple. Actually, we saw one last game. We're gonna get that one. Just because it'll turn on the Intis Restoration next turn if we get the option. we don't, right? Like, I forgot about you, Veraska. You proliferate in your name, or in your first ability, which means we do not get a second turn. Some rough games, man. Rough games. But we have been on a bit of a good streak recently. Doing some even games. I don't know, I have one more deck prepared for today, and it is probably going to go out, not tomorrow, but the next day. Just because I got a backlog of videos, and in those older videos, it was like right on the seam where we got a new alchemy set and we got new alchemy changes. So, like, I had 2 older videos that I'm spacing out in between new stuff to demonstrate how the format has changed, but also so that I don't have to scrap the old video ideals. And this one, I don't know, I still think it's viable, but I haven't figured out how to do it yet. There's probably some artifact. We didn't draw land. I want you, though. I do want you. The Primal Amulet can go. Primal Amulet doubling an Intist Restoration with a 4 power creature on the battlefield is a dream of mine that I'd like to see happen. Dude, we played against this guy yesterday. Hello? He murdered me pretty hard too. I think with this exact same deck. It's a small world after all. Normally on Arena, you don't play against the same people that often. But wouldn't you know it? We ran into the same guy twice. I probably ran into the same guy twice a few times, but I just never noticed. This guy's name, though, reminds me of Full Metal Alchemist, and as a result, it kind of stuck with me. 2/7 lands. I think we'll call it there. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. Was good though seeing a person still jamming their deck. I remember that was a brutal match too between the Omnath player last time. I think they snuck it out at the end. Like, I think in the early game, they were favored. In the mid game, we were favored. And then in the late game, they kind of pulled it out at the last moment. Hopefully, we'll get another good game in this show because it's been 10 minutes of absolute brutality. Although, to be fair, our game plan is a bit wacky, so I can't really expect too much out of it. But I have gotten like a doubling season down on the field and an Urzai, and like added 6 or 7 counters in a single turn. Like, it's possible. I know it's possible. We'll keep this. Spring Broom Druid is a really fun card. I enjoy him a lot. Our opponent is ramping a lot. I don't know if I ever picked up a copy of Delighted Halfling. I probably should if I haven't. But I don't remember, because I built a deck recently that had a lot of 1-mana 1-drops in it, but they might have just been the colored ones. Cancel. Let's not be too greedy. I don't know, generally with these hero type effects, I just get one of each color. I'm also running the Perseverance, Virtue of Perseverance. And that deck, which is why we're running so many basics. I think we're still running a couple of dual lands here and there, but we mainly want to get our basics. We also have Titan in the deck, and Titan is pretty heavy on basics if you get it. I don't care about my boy, honestly. I still also want to double an Exclamation again. That is always a fun experience. More Harrow. This way we can just Exclamation next turn and not have to worry about anything. Was that a necessary counter? I don't know. It might be counter heavy, and that's like not even a problem for them, but they're not. That blast spell better be a counter spell. Just saying, opponent, it better be a counter spell. It is a counter spell. They had me from step 1. -12 mana, -8. What are we casting? I have no permanence. So the Rift and the Rebuke are not good. An extra turn spell would have been good there. That would have been lethal. Probably not, but like in all likelihood it would have been. You never really know. Unless they have it in hand. Show me Time Warp. Nope, okay. One ring. Resolved. Did not expect that. Oh, the host isn't, I guess? Okay. So we get one more turn, at the very least. We probably should have just drawn a card instead of going greedy. I don't really have an untap step plan. Which means this draw is basically it. That's bad. It's double bad. We're at least putting up a fight. I don't know, maybe a more creature heavy build, because we are a bit of a non-creature build. Mainly because the best ways to proliferate at the moment are non-creature. Because you have the 3 mana creature that proliferates whenever a non-creature is cast, and then you have the 5 mana one that does the same thing. And then you have the 3 mana green creature that proliferates whenever you get a land on the battlefield. So, like, in theory, land ramp non-creature spells have 3 opportunities to proc proliferate. Ouch. One more. Say it ain't so. Go down to 1. Like, Rebuke is our only hope here. Well, it didn't happen, unfortunately. Yeah, GG, I guess. Well, those were some rough sets of games. I think we will end it off there. We were beaten by Kasmina, Enigma Sage. Not a particularly powerful builder either, I don't think. Proliferate, it was actually kind of interesting to see it, but don't want to pull any punches. I think we lost with as good of an opportunity to win as we could have had. So either way, if you guys enjoyed, remember to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.